When you were getting your 20 no's a day, where were the majority of your prospects from? Many of you have heard the story of how when I got serious about network marketing on July 15th of 2009, I went for 20 no's a day, right? And I read this great book called Go for No, which I'm now friends with the authors, Richard and Andrea. They're amazing, amazing book. I give it shout outs almost daily, it seems. But they talk about how if you go for no, you'll eventually get to yeses. That's the problem. And if you remove your negative energy, people are like, well, go for no, no. I went yes, I went yeses, right? I got it. We all want yeses. But the problem is, if you have such a negative attachment to a no, then you probably aren't going to make it. You're going to not make it to the yeses, right? So you have to strip away any negative feeling about a no. If you hooked up a heart monitor to me and you had people stand in front of me and say, yes, no, yes, no, you wouldn't see a dip. I literally, it would be, right? It'd be do. Of course, it's not flat, right? Then I'd be dead. But, it'd be do. It just wouldn't alter because I'm not impacted by a no. I'm just not. It really is not a big deal to me. It isn't. And so I went 20 no's a day. Boom, 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 boom. Before my head hit the pillow, I had to get 20 no's. And some of you may have seen my interview with Eric Worre where he asked me about this process. And we did 2 little videos and like a bajillion people have seen it now. And the question was, okay, Ray, you got 20 no's a day. Where did you get all those people from? Or where was the majority of your prospecting? So, back then, keep in mind, I did not have my marketing set up. A lot of people, they see my marketing now, and we get 4,000 to 6,000 leads a month. We have hundreds of thousands of unique visitors every single month to our blog. And so they see my marketing now and they're like, oh yeah, it's really easy for him, right? That's what people say, right? And but it wasn't back then. I didn't have leads coming in. I didn't have leads, period. I had to go beat the bushes. I had to go make it happen. I had to go reach out to people. Okay, so I sometimes I bought leads, sometimes I was calling realtor signs, sometimes I was door knocking, I did everything. Sometimes I would go to the car wash and grab every business card and call them. But let me tell you, because you asked the question, where was the majority of your no's from? The majority of my no's came from my extended warm market. That's right. I went through my phone and I wrote down every person, unless I just absolutely hated them and didn't want to work with them in any way, shape, or form, unless it was that, okay, then I wrote down every name and I just went through it. And here's the funny part about that. Almost every name on that yellow pad, I had page after page after page after page. Almost every name on that yellow pad, I looked at their name, I thought in my head, there's no way they're going to join. There's just no way. And I called them anyway. That's the difference. That's the difference. You see, most people, they have that thought, they're not going to call, they're not going to join. There's no way. They're not going to tell me yes. And they use that as the reason they don't call. I just didn't care. I was dead broke. I was in foreclosure. I don't know how many people, honestly, I get kind of sick of it. I don't know how many people I talk to that are in really tough times that aren't willing to man up and make the damn calls. Make the damn calls. Make the damn calls. If you're in a tough spot. Now, if you're not in a tough spot, then hey, why not? Whatever. Build it as you see convenient, right? But if you're in a tough spot, I don't comprehend. You're already in a tough spot. If they say rejection, right? If they reject you, if they tell you no, you're still in the same spot. But if they tell you yes, you have the possibility of getting out of that spot. That's what I don't understand. People reach out to me and they're like, Ray, I'm just like you were, man. I'm in foreclosure. I'm dead broke. And I feel for them. I love them. The only difference is I picked up the damn phone. And so when they send me this, okay, I say, hey, sorry to hear that. How many people did you prospect last week? Well, I'm trying to get my script just perfect. Well, I'm waiting on business cards. Well, I'm just kind of trying to figure out the compensation plan. I didn't have any of that crap. I didn't have the perfect script. I didn't know the comp plan at all, right? And I don't remember the last time I had a business card, okay? So I picked up the damn phone. I got rejected over and over and over and over. In fact, that was the plan. That was the plan, right? I had to like stop myself when, you know, someone would say, okay, I'll join. I'll be like, okay, thank you. Oh, shit. What was that? Oh, great. Yay. Right. You know, and at first I'm sure a little awkward, and they're kind of wondering, oh, was I supposed to join? Am I supposed to say yes? Right. Because I was so used to negativity. And many of you, if you've watched any of my training around Go for No, you already know my script, right? Someone said, what was your script? This was what I said. Okay. This is what I said. Hey, I'm doing this new thing. It may or may not be a fit for you. I'm going to build it with or without you. I'd love to do it with you, but I'm going to do it with or without you. If you'd like more information, I'll get you in front of it. And if not, totally cool. I went for fast disqualification, fast, speed. I didn't go there and bring them a basket of fruit. I didn't go there and you know, I didn't hype it up and say how it's a ground floor $1 billion opportunity. I said what I was going to do. And in that company, we did over $1 million in commissions, became the #1 income earner, was at $10,000 a month my 5th month, $40,000 a month my 7th month, $50,000 a month my 10th month. I did what I said I was going to do, which is so rare. And many of those people that rejected me in the beginning ended up being in my team. Later on, they ended up being in my team. And some didn't. There were people that would have made millions in that company that didn't join. And that's okay. It's okay. And you need to be okay with that. When people tell you no, when people don't do what you'd like them to do, so what? That doesn't indicate, what does that have to do with your goals? Keep going, all right? So, got a little fired up there, didn't I?